I mean, I guess 756. I guess. I don't know. I mean, there's giant hone speed to debuff him. There's something. Can't really do much with that because he still has 51 speed. Oh gosh. I don't know. Like, what am I supposed to do? That's the real question. What am I supposed to do?
My turn? Here I go. Yes.
I mean, at least know he has the defense tile. She'll still take a crud ton of damage because it's snowy. So, I mean, yeah. Now we have the defense tile problem.
Okay.
And then we'll just buff up like this. And yeah.
As you say.
What could go wrong? We just have to worry about Irvine. Nothing to worry about here. So like in this instance, we're just gonna waste our ether if we bait him in like that. So instead, we're gonna use Corrin
Here I go.
and
Certainly.
get somewhere, hopefully. There we go. So now here, we're gonna get pretty optimal use out of our ether.
Yes.
So of course, we're gonna just back up real quick
As you say.
and just buff up and churn. And we're gonna get some good mileage out of our ether here because it's not gonna be screwed over by Irvine, and we're gonna pick up the kill there. So it looks like it's gonna be a win. This Smur isn't even running special fighter, so Fiam can just clean this up easily. But yeah, if you don't have our specials, it's basically impossible to kill some units. Well, the run's already dead, but it doesn't matter because we're probably gonna screw up along the way anyways, so it doesn't really matter. This does not help at all, but I mean, you can figure out a way to win this. That's never the issue though. The issue is always actually dealing with the raw stats and stuff. So like for example this Tiki, we could use Lewin for example, but like even with and one round kit in like double her, assuming she doesn't get buffed by Azura, but it's like he doesn't have the speed to handle Ulm, for example. The only because I don't have Darting Blow Seal upgraded, probably should, but only 49 speed. So in theory, you know, if he doesn't get buffed for speed, then we can just use like a speed buff and get there. 47, 49, 52. It's like, for example, using Young Azura. But obviously, you know, that's not going to end well, which is why we're going to do it anyways. Because of course you have Roy here, there's Dragonbind, and this is kind of where you'll find, I'm pretty sure, that NFU is probably one of the most annoying skills in the game because it's so good. But there's not really that many units that can use it well. It just so happens that things go about that way. But like, heck, using Legyar in here is a terrible idea because she's not even the right season. I'm looking at the wrong. Okay, so just ignore what you just saw. For example, here, if we end up using Abel, we can get, what was that, 51 attack, 61. So, you know, if he's off a defense tile, not buffed for defense and stuff, we're fine. Also, there's Human Virtue, so there's that problem as well. Alm's gonna get buffed, and we can't really do anything about that. Because we don't have, these are panic healers in win seasons, so that's not an option, of course. So yeah, it's just pretty brain damage. That's how it goes. Could try using Cordelia. The obvious thing that's going to happen is just Roy gets danced. So with that knowledge in mind, we know Wings of Mercy. Although there probably would be a rally up attack, so he'd have a decent chunk of attack. Have 48 speed, so if we can get someone to not get doubled, that would be nice. Guess we could try Male Robin. What's the worst that could happen, am I right? And at this point, I keep forgetting which season it is. We'll use Chlorine for the spur speed, sure. What's the worst that could happen with this team? Oh boy. Because of course, the obvious problem is, well... he's not gonna go the way we want him to. So, yeah. This is not gonna go well. Because the best we can do is not very good. It's like no matter what we do here, we can't set things up properly, which is pretty annoying. And obviously the best option is totally to split up. Everyone knows that's optimal. Jokes aside, I think we're just gonna go ahead and do this.
Very well.
Got it. Yeah.
Then we're just gonna wait and cry. That's how it's gonna go. Alright, here's Alm. We're not gonna be able to double him. Yeah, but we can one round KO, that's an option. Alm can't get to town on time, so that's good for us.
Okay. Yeah.
Shall we?
Ah.
Well, this is not gonna end well, because I think I just forgot about Wings of Mercy. Or we just... Did we just naturally double Roy? I guess we stacked up enough speed. That's nice. So, I mean, we're gonna make it through this, but it's not gonna be pretty.
Got it.
I think we're just going to
Yeah.
do this.
Only if you're good.
Together. What's next?
I don't know what I'm doing at this point. Okay.
Okay.
Alright. Second match done. Doesn't matter. Run's already dead, but we're gonna get a better score than we usually get. So that's something. This Hector though. Oh gosh. I doubt. I mean, oh my gosh, all the wary fighters too. So obviously using a brave weapon's probably the most optimal idea here. The problem is we don't have that many. So that's gonna be a problem. Like for example, we have Abel, who we would need to buff up to get that 55 attack to have a pretty good chance at taking him out. But then we'd also have to manipulate the AI and deal with trenches, which I'm not particularly a fan of, but... And then of course he wouldn't have any use afterwards. This is going to be an incredibly long video, by the way, if you haven't figured that out yet. Of course, Slaying Hammer Anna's going to do basically nothing except against Brave Hector here. The big problem is this guy. We gotta player phase him to death, pretty much. He doesn't have distant counter, so we can wail at him with Erica. That's basically all we're gonna get use out of her. Because, well, we could technically wail on Murrow if we brought a healer. So let's do this. What healer do we want to bring? I guess defense. That's fine. And then you have to deal with Hector as well. So it's like, what do you do? How do you deal with Brave Hector? Minerva? I guess. I don't like this. It'll work, but I don't like this because of later maps. But we do have our ridiculous squad of other units if we need to use them. So let's lose to Omega Brain Damage, pretty much. So the key here is we just have to get rid of Alm really fast. And that's of course a huge problem because the rally up attacks. So what can we do? And the problem is the double armor march, of course. That's another problem. So I think I'm going to make the super aggressive play of doing this.
Okay.
This is a terrible idea, but it's totally going to work. No lie.
Orders, please.
So the idea is this lets us
Yes.
get set up for Alm. That's what we're
Advance.
working on. And we can get the rally here. We have to get rid of this guy.
What should I do?
Orders.
And of course Hector's gonna wail on us.
What's up?
Onward.
He doesn't have Bold Fighter, so we can stall out and rally, isolate the Myrrh. So that's great. We also have our special up on Erica,
Yes.
which will make things 1% faster.
Am I ready?
And so, yeah, we should be fine here. I don't see why Erica or Abel wouldn't be able to kill, so make it through that. You can see the run's dead. Like, the matchmaker is constantly a troll. It doesn't matter if my ceiling has increased by 4 points, because it's just gonna get me as close as to the min roll as possible. So this team here just looks like a kind of team where you just kind of have to bring a Dragon Slayer, and it just makes sense. It's with special fighter and stuff. You can't charge up specials, so of course we're probably just going to use Mass Marf here. Although I am considering using Marf. My reasoning for not doing that is just legendary Alm. So let's check out the map. Yeah, we can do this. I think we'll use Ninian. That seems fine. Let's make a tactics team. So we want a green unit of sorts to take out Tiki. Could use Raven, of course. That works. Anna works. I'm gonna save Anna though, because I feel like she could be useful later. Prom will never charge a special, so I think I care about that. Do I care? Let's see. Sack of Gifts just hitting end turn a few times. 67. Well, I guess the problem would be this Tiki, so we're not doing that. Probably gonna use Raven here and regret it later. I think. Is that how this is gonna work? Yeah, that's how this is gonna work. And for our healer, it has to be non-infantry, so this won't work. Okay, never mind. Scratch this plan. So we'll use Crom then. What's the worst that could happen? And for our healer, we have the choice of Sakura, Jenny, you and you. You're already buffing for res, so I think we'll go with Sarah for the extra buffing of def and res. So here we go. The biggest problem is getting an adjacent unit here. This 47 speed does not double. So that's kind of a problem. just putting it out there. This is still gonna be a tough match. Don't get me wrong, this is gonna be a tough match still. Because we need an adjacent unit for attack speed bond. So I'm just gonna leave Crom over there. And as you can see, we can't double naturally. But does it matter? I don't think it does. The big problem is everything that follows afterwards. That's always the problem. I think I want Crom here, so I can tuck him in here if I need to, but there's a lot of problems incoming. There's a lot of problems incoming. Here we go. So, yeah, we're gonna take care of that easily. We're not gonna have our special up, of course. That's always a problem. Of course, we can't double, which is always a problem. He doesn't have null follow-up, which is really nice for us. Corrin does, which is not nice for us.
Yes.
So we're gonna swing Crom over, because Ticky's gonna take, like, ages to get around, so we can afford that. Let's do this.
Off I go.
And I don't like this, actually. I think I made a mistake here. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? Alright, and now we have this problem.
On it.
Yep. Okay.
Party?
The problem is null follow-up on Corrin. Or that's NCD. I keep forgetting the icons. Okay, so we can technically bait with Crom, but he would die. Because,
Party?
well,
Yes.
I mean, the thing is, Alm here won't be buffed with attack. So 52 attack, actually, yeah, 52 attack would be like 14 and then
Party?
if we put him on the defense tile, what happens? Let's just check this. I want to be sure of this. Because I can bait with bait with Crom and just stall out and take out. Because you can see that Corrin does not actually kill Mass Mark. So if we can just survive a turn, we can win this with dancing shenanigans.
Done.
And of course having an actually adjacent unit, you know. So okay. Let's focus. So
Okay.
I'm brain dead, by the way, if you haven't figured that out already. So 38. I do know that Luna Arc is not affected by defense tiles. So that would be 9 free damage.
On it.
Okay, here's the thing. Corrin's attacking first, so I need to stay in wary fighter range, otherwise this is gonna go terribly. So let's count Corrin. 58, 34 on a defense tile, 44. So we take 14, so we stay in wary fighter range. That's great. Attack smoke is terrible, of course.
Yes.
Do we need... Okay, that is a huge problem. No, that's fine. Okay. Alright, 43, 47, 52. No, we're fine if we get an adjacent ally, giant fat if. Oh, wait. It has all sorts of problems written all over it. Okay, so that's bad. No way, we can have Sarah adjacent for that. No, we can't, because then Corn's gonna take out Chrome, right? Okay, let's do the math. I need to just do the math here. So, 38, 49. So his base damage is Jack. We don't care about that. Luna Arc's not gonna do much. Alright.
Off I go. Done.
This is the best we can do here. He's actually gonna rally. The heck? The heck? Okay.
Yes.
There is no way we're getting an adjacent unit to town on time. This is awkward.
On it.
So now here's the problem.
Done.
Yeah, we can't avoid the double from Ulm. What the heck is this? Oh no.
Okay.
If we use Lightning Charm for the terrible points anyways, that's not gonna do us any good. We can get Chrome out of the way, but what good does that do us? Because we get something like that.
Party.
We'll give it a go. That's all we got.
Let's be happy. Off I go.
This is so bad.
Okay.
Yes. Done.
We just can't avoid the double without having an adjacent unit. That's the problem.
Yes.
I'm gonna take way too much damage. And we can't get Crom out of there.
On it.
What we can do is attack with Crom. That's something. Well, there's gonna be a reposition. Uh-oh. Because if we get an attack here, we're just gonna get the reposition off. And then we can use pivot. Okay.
Yes, dear.
Okay.
Unless Alm just straight up kills, but there's not much I can do about that. Come on, reposition. Alright, let's get the heck out of here, boys.
Happy. Done. Yes.
Okay.
Prom going over mountains, because that's obviously optimal. Alright, memes aside, let's figure this out.
Yes.
On it.
For eternity.
Do I need this? I don't think so.
Done.
Okay.
Yes, dear.
Alright, time for the derps, boys. Oh, well,
Yes.
that works too. Thanks, Bride Ninian, for trolling. Your trolling is much appreciated.
Yes.
And Bride Ninian also dragging Alm over here. So we managed to cheese this match, and this video is so darn long. Holy cow. And of course we keep getting memed with the scores. I mean, what do you expect? This kind of looks like a job for Anna. Can Anna actually do something for once? Kappa. Let's see, 51. Yeah. It's totally feasible for her to one-run KO. You just gotta ignore all the other variables. Alright, memes aside. It's match 5. And we're looking okay. I'm so brain dead right now. You have no idea. 42. You have any speed buffs anywhere still? I don't think so. These burst speeds. I mean, we have Azura, but I'd rather just hold on to Azura for a while. If we can help it. We can't double this guy, so we rely on Gale Force. Okay. What are we doing here? I think we need a healer. We'll bring one. This seems okay. We can Jenny, Cheese, and Sakura. I think honestly, let's just do Sakura. And then who's left? I mean, we have plenty of units left. Let's use Grima, actually. Or actually, we could just use Cordelia as well. So we don't proc Heavy Blade, so no. Let's not. No guidance, just a lot of attack. And a lot of res buffing. I think... Okay, Sakura's gonna absorb the chill attack for us, which is definitely appreciated. I don't know... Oh wait, Surger's got armored boots. That is bad.
Let's go. Look after me, okay? Yes. Choose. Yes. As you wish.
I done goofed, but what are we gonna do about that? No wings of mercy, except on Soph. So I kind of just feel like baiting. Although we obviously know how that's gonna go.
Yes.
I mean, what's the worst that could happen, am I right?
Watch me. Choose. Onward.
Cap. We're gonna get debuffed, obviously. But I don't really care about that.
Let's go. Who dies first? Yes. As you wish. Look after me, okay? Yes.
Can heal right back up.
Let's go. Choose.
Yeah, that should be fine. What could possibly go wrong? Alright, here comes Surtur.
As you wish.
We could 1x2 Surtur. Or we can Anna.
Onward. Let's
What do I like here? 51. What is that?
Yes.
51 is... Why can I not do math? 77? That's a kill.
Onward.
Except we just die in one hit.
Yes.
Because we're debuffed. Oops. Alrighty.
Let's go.
So if we're not debuffed, we do live this, right? No, we don't. This is awkward.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Got him. Cap.
Onward. Watch me. Who dies first?
Let's do this.
As you wish. Choose. Yes. Yes. Who dies
This is
first?
fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Let's go.
This is going perfect. According to plan, no lie.
Let's go. Yes?
I mean, we don't die now. That's
Look
great.
after me, okay? Choose. Yes. As you wish.
The meme stall, man. It never gets old.
Yes? Let's go. Who dies
Alright.
first?
This is such a long video because of the start.
Yes? Onward.
Alright. Nana doing some work. That's nice. We just will not get any high rolls today. That's just how it's gonna go, isn't it? This is a 54. Gosh dang it. I feel like just fast forwarding this video, man. That's so much. What do I do here? No distant counter, you know what that means. Let's Celica spam our way to victory, Cap. Boy. Not recommended, folks. Well, how to deal with this guy? He's only got 42 speed and no buffs. Defense tiles, though. Accelerated Lunar Flash. Okay. I feel like Nyla could one-shot him, but I feel like he could also just one-shot Nyla, so we're not gonna do that. Sure, she has a pretty low chance of actually taking out Alm. It's gonna be on a defense tile. What can we do here? Use the Reinhardt. Not really like that idea either. Use Raven here. Could just use Raven, right? Yeah, we'll use Raven. And then we can just wail on these guys. So let's bring a dancer. Can bring Zura, or we can bring, who else do we even have? Sugar, sure. And it's either Jenny or Maria, so we'll bring Maria. Because Jenny Cheese is incredibly strong. Alright, Armor March acceleration means we gotta
Yes? What now?
accelerate really fast to force some rallies and some things. Alright, who has the Armor March? You do.
Let's go.
Got that.
Yes?
Now we'll run.
Come on.
Heal up. Okay, so you basically didn't miss anything. My phone automatically stopped recording because the video was getting way too long. Oh boy, editing this footage later is gonna be maximum brain damage if I've ever seen anything.
Ready.
Let's get Sakura the heck out of there. Do 0 times 2, sounds pretty optimal to me. If we just attack twice, draw back. Yeah, we're out of range. So we get our moon bow up.
What a stage.
Let's go.
What
So we're just going to wail the heck on these units till they die. That's pretty much how it's gonna go. Now we're in brazen range, so we got a lot more attack against Surtur.
shall I see?
So he's gone. And it's just Raven versus Tiki, which I think should be a pretty reasonable matchup with Glimmer. So there we go. Alright, and for the last match, 752. We just can't catch or break, can we? Alright, well, I think we know 2 units in our core already. Although we could technically use Chrome, whatever. Doesn't matter. Obviously, Jenny's going to wreak havoc against everyone who isn't the Holiday Chicken, but we know who the Holiday Chicken can't handle, so there's that. There's Guidance to be worried about. So, what else do we want? Another Dancer? Do we just want to Dancer cheese our way to victory? Probably. That seems pretty reasonable. Just employ Leon. Or we could use Reinhardt too. Although... 53, 63. Use the Reinhardt. Yeah, there's no death tiles. We can do this. Alright, Reinhardt. You just got employed. Oh wait, we don't have movement assists. Let's use Reinhardt anyways. Yeah, what could go wrong? There's trenches and everything. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong. Definitely not. When you forget to change your
As you say.
Sure.
movement assists. Yes, perfect. Alright, first victim, Kappa. Alright. I mean, we can just sit here. They can't get to us. No matter where Tiki moves, so... end turn it is, boys. And of course, Jenny has gravity too, so we can export that.
Here I go.
We're just gonna wait. The waiting game is pretty optimal. Because as you can see, the Reinhardt's just gonna be able to take care of 2 units in 1 turn. And the rest of the buddies can't do anything about it. And we know how the holiday chicken's gonna fare against Mark. Yep.
Understood.
And of course that's not gonna happen. So instead,
Choose your path.
Jenny cheese intensifies. And because Tiki does not have enough res to handle this, we can just keep wailing at her.
Understood.
Here I go.
As you say. Orders.
Until she dies. And just because we're using Jenny,
Understood.
Sure. I'm with you. So,
there we go. Jenny cheese complete. And we get nothing useful out of that. And we get 5292, which is definitely not top 1k. It might look like it now. I highly doubt this is top 1k. But that's been enough brain damage for today. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon. And I'm probably just going to cut a ton of footage because this video would be way too long otherwise. Bye.